Hello, everybody. Good morning. How is everybody today? Let me know you're here. Smash that like button. Good morning, everybody. Just waiting for everybody to get in here, get notified that it is going. Please smash that like button while you're waiting. Hello, Looby Loo. Good morning. I'm just waiting for people to get in. Hello, Mary. Good morning. So everybody smash that like button so it helps get the notification out that we are live. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Blue Mermaid, Jubes, Barbara Garrett. Please smash that like button, everybody. I've got big news for you guys. Good morning, Cindy. $21 in here, only one like. Come on, you guys, you can do better than that. Like I said, I'm just waiting for everybody to get notified for... Oh, I've been right on. I've been telling you guys this for months. So please smash that like button. Help notify others that we are now live. This is big news. I've got got huge news in the Vallow Daybell case. Huge. This is a game changer. And also I've got some stuff in the Maya Milette and Letecia Stauch cases. Thank you everybody for smashing that like. I appreciate it. I'm just waiting too for my sister. She should be getting in here soon. But yes, in the Vallow Daybell case, this is huge. Hello, Deborah. Good morning, everybody. Good. Yes, this is a very good way to start off the weekend. We got some really good news when it comes to the Vallow Daybell. Hope everybody's weekend is starting great too. Okay, so we're going to, just to give time for everybody to get in, you guys smash that like button. It helps let people know that we are live. I want everybody to hear this. So I'll start with the Maya Milette. There was another search warrant issued at her house yesterday at 4:30 p.m. Police are not releasing what they found, but there was a lot of things that came out of that house. Good morning, April. A lot of things were brought out of that house, a lot of evidence. The SUV that had the Milette license plate on it was taken out of the garage. That's the vehicle that had been impounded before and then was given back. I don't know if they're taking it again, but they're being very tight-lipped. So I don't have any more information on that, and they're not releasing it. Now, Letecia Stauch case, I'm going to go over the Maya and the Letecia really quick because they are quick. So the Letecia Stauch, she wins again. She was granted a different lawyer, that they found that there was conflict with the previous public defenders. So this is going to be put off for a long time, you guys. This new lawyer is going to need a lot of time to go over the evidence. Okay, so the huge news. Huge news. Let's get to it. I'm going to take this off screen. Okay, with the Vallow Daybell. Okay, this is what's happened, you guys. Yesterday, a grand jury investigation was called. The grand jury investigation is going to be starting on Monday, May 17th. It's going to last till about the 20th, they think. And the investigation is being called into the deaths of JJ, Tylee, and Tammy. So there is a grand jury investigation, which I have said for a while now. I think why this is being called now, like I have been saying all along, the prosecution has had a lot of time to gather everything that they needed to go for these murder charges. So this is what is going in front of this grand jury investigation. They are going to meet. They are going to go over all the evidence. This is why Tammy's autopsy was not released. And like I said, you guys, I have been saying this for months. I called it months ago. They were just waiting to get every little bit of information they could. And now that they see that Chad and Lori are just prolonging and prolonging and prolonging this trial, they're fed up. They've had enough. They're still going to be able to get more intel from that trial, but I think what's going to happen now, Lori has charges that are coming up at the end of August. I told you about that, with the misdemeanor charges for not producing the kids and stuff like that. There's also the indictments against them for the children's bodies being found on Chad's property, so they have charges on that. So what I think is going to happen now, you guys, is they're just going to lump everything together. They brought everything to the grand jury. The grand jury is going into investigation. It is not going to be public. It's going to be secret. And there's a lot of indicators, you guys, with this when I found this out. Luby Lou, Tammy is Chad's wife who died mysteriously in her sleep. Good morning, Southern Sass. Good morning, Luby. Good morning, everybody coming in. So now what has sparked me and put the ears up for me, it's very rare that this is done this way, okay? To go to a grand jury investigation, which is very secretive, okay? It's not open to the public. Nothing is going to be released to the public. And this basically came to a head after they got Tammy's autopsy back. The autopsy was sealed, and it was only released to the Fremont County Sheriff's Office, okay? So with that, and working with the prosecution, I said this, you guys, I've called it. I've called it. I've called it. Others were iffy on it. They didn't know. I've called it. There she is. Good morning, sister. I've called it from the start. So I believe that the charges that Lori is facing on her own for not producing the kids and whatnot, I believe the charges that Lori and Chad are facing together right now, on top of this, is going to be lumped together after this grand jury investigation. And I believe the murder charges are going to be laid. So, I mean, like I said, I don't want to throw shade at anybody else, but a lot of other channels that have been covering this have said, no, 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 they don't have enough, blah, blah, blah. They would have laid the charges already. No. Like I said, I worked in the legal system for many, many years, almost 30 years, and I know how things go. They want the best possible case. So being now that this has been turned over to a grand jury investigation, this tells me that the prosecution's had enough with the circus that's going on, with the judge not taking control of his courtroom, with all the shenanigans that Lori and Chad have been pulling to delay this. They've had enough, and they're going to go with what they got. And they're still going to have also, yes, I did mention that to Luby Lou, that Tammy was Chad's wife that died under mysterious circumstances in her sleep. And then he married Lori weeks later, like a month later or something. But this is very, 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 very rare, okay, that they have gone about it this way. Now, I believe the reason why they went and called the grand jury in, and the grand jury is doing an investigation, is because it's kept secret. They've never wanted, the prosecution, Rob Wood has never wanted to show his hand when it comes to the murders, okay? So this is also his way of backdooring them. So they're not going to see what is going on in this grand jury investigation. This is all going to be done in secret. It's not going to be made public, and the grand jury is going to make a decision whether this goes forward, and if there's enough evidence and stuff like that. They're going to go over everything. I believe it's all going to be lumped together. The prosecution's got fed up, okay? So, and I believe that this is their best shot, is lumping everything together. So it shows the timeline. When you lump it together like this, it shows the timeline. They can have the charges, the misdemeanor charges against Lori dealt with, where she failed to produce the kids. They were asked about the kids. There was welfare checks, blah, 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 blah. It shows what happened. Then the kids are found on Chad Daybell's property. Chad's arrested. Lori's facing more charges now too. And the death of Tammy, the autopsy comes back. They're lumping it all together. So when they go for these murder charges against Chad and Lori, they're going to get their conviction. Good morning, everybody coming in. Good morning, Karen, Cindy, Annette, Monica, Lee, Ruth. Good morning, everybody coming in. This is huge, you guys. Okay, so once this grand jury investigation concludes, I believe it's going to run for 3-4 days. They have many options after that, and one of them is they can indict Chad and Lori for the murder, and that's what I believe is going to happen. Okay, so everything is going to be done in secret. It's starting on Monday, May 17th. It's probably going to run into the 20th, maybe even the 21st. Subpoenas are being issued as we speak. There's a lot of people that are going to be receiving subpoenas, including even the public from the area. Okay, so like I said, you guys, I called this coming. I told you the prosecution was sitting on these murder charges, and they were just gathering and using this time that they have with Lori and Chad putting things off. They used that time wisely. That's why they weren't very upset about things being delayed. Excuse me. I just got up not long ago, you guys, so I'm on my first coffee. So, hello, Mariette Faye. Good morning. Sorry, just took a drink of my coffee there, you guys. Also, for those just coming in, Letecia Stauch has been granted a different lawyer from the previous attorney she had, the public defender's office. The judge found that there was a conflict, so I don't know what she said. I'll be waiting for that paperwork to come out. But conflict was found. So she was granted a new attorney, and his name is Tylee, I believe. Let me just see. Josh Tylee. So this is going to be put off too, you guys. They're going to be appearing in court on May 12th, where this new Josh Tylee is going to be appearing and going on the record for Letecia. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Linda. Thank you, Cindy, for that. So there's a lot coming out in that. And, you know, I mentioned the Maya Milette. They did a search warrant on her place again yesterday at 4:30. It went into late evening. There was tons of evidence being brought out from the residents in boxes and bags. They also brought out the SUV, the black SUV that they had originally impounded. They brought that out of the garage. It had been in the garage. They removed that from the garage. I don't know if they did take it away, but it was also brought out, and they had a dog. I don't know what kind of dog. Yes, I believe so, Des. He was assisting. He wasn't allowed to represent her, but I believe he was assisting with her. So he's still going to need, he's just still going to be asking for months to go over all this evidence. So this is going to be delayed even more, you guys. Also, I put up a post in my community tab, you guys, for the Barry Morphew. I did a read back last October, November. And there's some interesting things that came out in there. And I think I put the timestamp there too that you guys can go to, and did give you guys a link to that video in the post. So if you want to check that out, and in that post, that was back from October or November, I believe, of last year, when I did a read, a lot of the information, most of it that came out in that read, we are now finding out is true. And also in that read, what I found, it was pointed out to me really, so I went back and I watched it. I did put the timestamp. I forget what time, the 44-minute mark or so. It's somewhere in there. I put the timestamp in the post that I put on my community tab. It says that things are going to happen within the year. That within the year it's going to come out. So back then in October, November, when I did that read, it did come out from Letecia's side of the read. She said that there's going to be an arrest within the year. And look what happened. So that's what my cards told me back in October, November. So I don't really have time, you guys, to go back over all my reads that I did do on her. But I thank each and every one of you who have emailed me and sent me the timestamps in some of my reads that show that, yes, the cards were very accurate. So, I mean, I got a lot of flack on a lot of my reads and this and that, saying, oh, no, they're never going to find her. Nobody's going to be arrested. He's going to get away with it. No, I stand by what I get in my reads, you guys. Karen Rowe, how's the eyesight today? My eyesight is good. I wasn't expecting to come on alive today regarding this, but there was a bunch of news that came out and a bunch of filings. I've got another filing in the Barry Morphew case too, and that just states that I put it in a post, so I didn't have to come on alive to do it, but I'll give you that too, that the probable cause affidavit for his arrest will probably be released after the 13th of May. And I will be bringing that to you guys live as soon as it is released. The defense has been given 7 days to go over it. The judge asked if either side had any problems with that being released. The prosecution said no. The defense said they did at this point because they haven't had a chance to go over it. So the prosecution gave them a copy of it that day. The judge gave from that day 7 days for the defense to go over it, and then he will be making the ruling on releasing it or not. I'm assuming that they will have another powwow with the defense to see what the defense's position is on it at that time. That will be on the 13th of May. So as long as the defense doesn't have a problem with it being released, I will be able to bring that to you. Now, I'm going to predict again, you guys, before it happens, I have a funny feeling that the defense is going to oppose it being released. Barry doesn't want his daughters seeing this, okay? Because right now, at his last hearing, they were mouthing the words, "I love you," with their hands showing a heart. So very much they're still sticking by him right now. But I think things may change with them when this probable cause affidavit comes out. Now, I did the live read for you guys yesterday, the day before, for Suzanne. And it showed something about this woman that he may be involved with, still standing by him. She's very sad. And I think that may change too once this probable cause affidavit is released. So for those two reasons, I think Barry is going to fight it being released. I don't think he's going to win. I do think it's going to be released, and that's what I'm sticking with. Let's see what happens come May 13th. I'm going to, do I have that down? I'm going to write it down because you guys know my memory. So I will be watching for that. I'm just writing it down. Give me a second, you guys. So if the defense doesn't agree on the 13th, if they file paperwork saying that they want to fight it, there will be a hearing on it. Where at that time, I believe the judge is going to release it. Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in chat. Do you guys, tomorrow's Mother's Day, right? Do you guys still want me to do the live tomorrow for Mother's Day with the mini reads? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Please let me know in the comments if you guys want me to still do that on Mother's Day, or are you guys going to be busy doing Mummy Day things? Let me know if I get enough of yous that would still want that. I will do it. Tomorrow, yes. Oh. Okay, so let me go back through here. And see if you guys have anything. Would you guys me rather do it today? Because I can do it today if you want. Let me know. Because I know last week we didn't do it because of my eyes, so I don't want to. No, Barbara, Tammy was buried. They exhumed her body to do an autopsy, because there wasn't an autopsy. I believe there was like a vague one that was done when she first passed away. And it was of natural causes, and then they exhumed her body. So are there any other questions that you guys want? Like I said, there's a lot that's happened with a lot of these cases over the last little while, you guys. I hope so too. Mariette says, I hope every day will be a nightmare for him. Well, I did get in one of the reads that she's haunting him in his dreams too, like he's having nightmares. Shelley Jakes, it wouldn't be a reading. What I do is I basically do what I'm doing right now. I go over the cases and stuff and bring you up to date. But then I do the mini reads for the subscribers. So if you guys want the mini reads done today, I will do it today. because I know a lot of yous may have things going on for Mother's Day. Oh, you're very welcome, Shelley. Yes, so anything that does come out, I do try and update ASAP. I'm in the Eastern time zone. I'm in Canada, as most of you know. Yes, and that was another, where is it? Southern Sauce says, I bet there will be a lot more things in other cases as well. Yes. Deborah, you're very welcome, Deborah. I try hard to get this out to you guys as soon as I hear it. So yes, I don't know why that comment that you made, Cindy, has not come up on my list yet. I'm seeing it on the YouTube. Southern Sass, I had the onset of cataracts. But Cindy had made a comment. I'm not seeing it on the StreamYard chat, but I'm seeing it on the YouTube chat, that they hope they keep up the suicide watch. Yes, I think once he sees what's in the probable cause affidavit, I think he's going to lose his nuts. So let's see what happens with that. So what do you guys want? Do you want me to do maybe later on this afternoon the live for, yeah, I see it in chat, Des, on the YouTube, but I'm on StreamYard. So I can see it on the YouTube chat, but I can't put it up on the screen on StreamYard because it's not coming up on my StreamYard for some reason. I don't know why. But I do see it on the actual YouTube chat. Okay, so here, so Bird Brain, in the read that I did, Cindy just brought this up. In the read that I did when I went live either yesterday or the day before regarding Barry Morphew, I did a live read. I went over everything that had came out, and then before his hearing that is also in that live, I believe it was on the 6th. I did a live on the 6th regarding Barry. I also did a live read to see where Suzanne was at, what she was thinking with him being arrested, stuff like that. And in there, it came out that the death card came out twice. So I think once he gets wind of all the evidence that they have against him, that he may off himself. He may try to commit suicide. And I say that, you guys, because if you look at Barry and the way that he wanted to live, everything to him was money, money, money. Look at me. I am rich. I've got this. I've got that. Very prominent. He was very narcissistic. I can't see somebody like that. And I don't think he's going to be able to see himself. He went from living in a $1.625 million home to a jail cell. I don't think he is going to be able to handle that. He is a very weak man. Okay? And I'm not talking physically. I'm talking about his soul, his mind, his morals, his value. He's a very weak man. He's not going to want to live having to face his girls knowing that he lied to their faces. Like they're going to lose their crap. So I do believe that the cards are right. So that's why I'm saying I believe what the cards are saying. So I do believe that he may try and commit suicide. Cindy says it doesn't like me. Aw, thank you, Karen. Thank you, and happy Mother's Day to you too. Oh, thank you, Southern Sass. They're not really overly concerned about it right now. They've given me things that I can do to slow the progression, but they got laser surgery and stuff now, so yes, Southern Sass, money and control. I mean, he's not going to be able to live in a jail cell. Yeah, me too, Shelley. Sweetie Pie Low mentioned you in her upload. Oh, that was nice of her. I hope it was all good. Yes, Southern Sass. I believe that too. And I also believe that he mutilated her body. Yep, exactly, sis. Should have thought about that before killing somebody. He looks really bad. I saw the live but missed out on which monster we are talking about. I don't know what you're referring to there, Bird Brain. We were talking about Barry. He does. He looks like he's lost a lot of weight too. Cat's Eye says, "Don't mind me. I'm back at the beginning." No problem. You're gonna get to hear the big news with Lori and Chad. So yes, happy Mother's Day, sis. Right back at you, and yes, to everybody in chat too. Yes, I agree, Southern Sass. He really believed that he had gotten away with this. But if you look at my read from October, November, like I said, I made a comment. It's in my comment section of my YouTube. And I put the link to the read with the timestamp where it came out. You might want to watch that whole read because a lot of that, 90% of it has come out. That read is another one that was dead smack on. And in there, at that timestamp I put in there, on Suzanne's side with what she wants to tell us, she says in there, don't worry. She didn't want us to worry. And this is back in October, November. She says, justice is coming. Don't worry. Have faith. Believe. A lot of things came out in that read, but at that timestamp that I put, she says, the person will be caught within the year. So, and it did 5 days before the date of her being officially classified as missing. Yep. So go check out that read too. That was done back October, November, I believe. So far, what Suzanne has brought out in the reads that I have done has come true. So I've also gone back into my maps, and I highlighted the area in my maps that I think, I was telling you guys about where I think he dug in that little creek or stream and buried her there when he moved her from Aurora. But I believe there's still things to be found in Aurora, you guys. When I did the pendulum with the map, you guys know what happened there with that suitcase being found. And then when they went back to try and get it out, because that day they couldn't get it out, it was too heavy and it was stuck in the mud. The next day when they went back to get it, the suitcase was empty and it was light. They could pull it out easily. So I believe, I do believe that he had trolls watching everybody's channel, or if it wasn't him himself. And when people got close, things were moved. So I do believe that was stuff that he hid there. Whether it was Suzanne or not, I don't know. Whether it was maybe parts of her, I don't know. But I do believe she was moved, and I believe she's in that creek behind his house, or there's something there, because I'm very drawn to it. Yes, I'm very happy for Andy as well. I did cover this in the last live that I did too, that, you know, her sister had said that she still loved Barry, but he had done something very horrible. I don't think Andy's going to be as forgiving. Yeah. Barry looked right in Andy's face and lied to his face. You know, so Andy has I don't want to say too much there, but Andy is not going to be so forgiving. Let's put it that way. Courtney, you're going to have to rewind to the beginning. There's a big breaking news in the Vallow Daybell case, which you go back to the beginning, you're going to see I briefly touched on the Letecia and the Maya, what happened there, but there is huge stuff. So go back to the beginning and rewind this, and you will see what that breaking news is. Hey, Megan. There's our pretty Megan, our tarot reader expertise. Yes, having a great morning. Some great news has come out, Megan, regarding the Vallow Daybell case. It's going to a grand jury. So you guys will have to, I'm not going to be on much longer. So if you guys want to know about that, you're going to have to rewind and check that out. Des, if you can put up Megan's link to her channel. You guys, we're trying hard to get her up to that 5,000 subscriber mark. Please go over and check her out. I've got nothing but love and respect for Megan and her channel. She, as far as, in my opinion, is the best tarot reader out there. A lot of my subscribers have said that tarot is very hard for them to follow. And I agree. Like, I've tried to learn tarot. I can't, you guys. But if you want to be able to see tarot reads at their finest and very well explained, I'm telling you, go and check her channel, you guys. You will not be disappointed. She explains things very well and goes into great detail. So if you haven't subscribed, please head over there, hit that subscribe button for her and give her a big like. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. So yes, I hope everything is well with you, Megan. Much love and respect. So there, Des just put up the link for Megan's channel. Please go over there and hit that subscribe button for her. Bird Brain. I don't think that. Oh, Chadwell is a bridge guy. Chadwell, who's Chadwell? I know that there has been an arrest over there. I haven't really been able to look into it. Like I said, I haven't been on there in a while because of my eyes, but I'm not sure what you're meaning there. Yes, you're very welcome. Yes, there you go, you guys. Get over there and subscribe. She's going to have a 5K party giveaway for all the family members when we get there. She's also going to go over Milette's search in a bit. Great. Great. So go and check out Megan after the live here. She is going to also have a live. She may have a little bit more information. Like I said, I can't really get on and look deep into things, you guys, because I've got to limit my eyes on the computer. So go over and check her out after my live. She's going to be holding, I guess, a live too regarding Maya Milette. So go check her out. Show her some love. Okay, Sally Holden says, I think this means the coroner's found the poison in Tammy's autopsy. I don't know. Let's not jump the gun here, you guys. Like I said, I want to only put out facts here. It's not, we do not know what they found in Tammy's autopsy because it was sealed and it is going to remain sealed. But obviously in Tammy's autopsy, they found something that helped open this grand jury investigation. It is being held close to the chest. We do not know. So there has been no validation and no fact that has come out that there was poison in Tammy's autopsy. Nothing to that effect do we know. She goes on to say, I pray they have enough remains from Alex and Joseph to prove they were poisoned too. Okay, so let's not jump the gun on that, you guys. We don't know what was found in Tammy's autopsy. That has not been released, so we do not know. That's not fact. Okay, so let's make that clear. Chadwell just got beat up in prison. Who is Chadwell? Okay, Des. Cool. Sorry, Sally, that one of the mods has removed that comment. I just don't want anything out there that is not fact. Nothing against you personally, hon. I know there's a lot of theories, and it may come out very well that there was, but I don't want to put out anything here that is not fact. Maureen Hannon says, oh, Barbara and Maureen said he is a new suspect. Now, is that been proven as fact that he is a new suspect? Or is, Maureen, I don't want to put out things that are not fact. They may be looking at him. Southern Soul, I know there was another arrest made. They found that he had a little girl, I think, held. Yes, possible. Thank you. I've heard a bit on it, but yes, Barbara, he is in jail right now for the little girl that he had held up in his house. So Maureen, I'm going to leave the Barbara Garrett comment where it says he may be a suspect. Maureen, I'm going to remove your comment that says he is a suspect because, and nothing against you, my dear, you know I love you to the world and back. It's just I don't want, you said he is a suspect. That hasn't been proved fact yet. So Jessica, I was having a little bit of trouble with my eyes, so I went to see my doctor. He sent me to an eye specialist, and they said that I have the onset of cataracts. It's in the very early stages, so they're not overly concerned, but they do want me to limit computer use. So he was taken into custody on a different matter. He is a possible person of interest. So he has not been pegged by law enforcement yet as a suspect. When that happens, I would have no problem, or if that happens. Right now, they are looking into it as a possibility, but it hasn't been put out there that he is a suspect now. So I don't want it put there that he is a suspect, Maureen. So thank you, my dear. You know I love you to death. I want to be very careful. Yes, because it very well may be a coincidence, and we all know how copycats work, right? So I don't want to. Yes, it's the one eye, Megan. It's the one eye. It has gotten better. It only lasted. It happened twice, and it only lasted like I got like a kaleidoscope, and it was only in the one eye. But they also said that a lot of it is being like the kaleidoscope stuff and stuff like that I was seeing was being brought on because my sinuses were so blocked. So there was a lot more added pressure there. But right now they're not overly concerned about it, but they do want me limiting computer use, and they're going to be prescribing me glasses to wear while I'm on the computer. So once I get those, it's going to be a week or so. I will be able to work a little bit more on the computer. Yes, it is. It comes back. Like, I don't want anybody, like, I got a lot of nasty emails and comments and stuff when I said murder charges are coming for Tammy, murder charges are coming for these kids. People were saying, oh, we watched an actual liar and he doesn't think so. And okay, well, everybody's entitled to their opinion. And I gave mine a year ago. And I said, this is coming. They want to get them locked up so they can't do any more harm, kill anybody else. And they're going to use this time while they're awaiting the trial on these charges that they have them on hold on to gather as much information as they can. And that's exactly what has happened. Oh, Barbara, I'm sorry, hon. Okay, just give me a second, you guys. I want to check my messages. My sister is blowing up my phone. Yes, I did know about that, Des, where he was arrested for trying to kill that little girl. He had her held captive or something in the basement. I knew that, but and I knew that everybody, and I don't say it's law enforcement, I'm saying everybody, Facebook, YouTube, jumped on with, he's got to be the Delphi murderer then of the girls. So there's a lot of misinformation out there. So I don't want to put out there that he is a suspect when he has not been named a suspect yet from law enforcement. And he also, my sister just texted me saying Chadwell lived in Lafayette, Indiana, which is 15-minute drive from the trails. So yes, a lot of coincidences. It could be very much coincidence, but it could very well be, you guys, that he is attached to that. But I don't want to put that out there that he is a suspect yet until it's been released by law enforcement. I don't want people ever being able to come back and say that, oh, Willow put out that he was a suspect and she lied. No, I'm not doing that. So when my son's father's brothers, his were attached to help block it late. Yeah, they've got a plan for it, Megan. I've got to go back and see my doctor. He's going to be prescribing some kind of drops and whatever, and they're making me some glasses for computer use. Yeah, I'm better to be safe than sorry. Always, always, always. Good morning. Excuse me, you guys. Good morning, Diana. Everybody's saying good morning to Megan too. Megan. Thank you for giving her some love, Diana. Thank you for everybody that has gone over there and subscribed to her. Please, if you haven't, head over there. Des had put Megan's channel up. Maybe she can do it again for all the new ones coming in. Hello, Angelina, Mariette. Hello, everybody who I've missed. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Diana. Thank you, thank you. I mean, it's a process, right? There's things that I can do to slow it down, and I will be following everything that they ask me to do because I don't want to go blind in an eye. Yes, Barbara, I will, my dear. I promise you. Yes, Megan. That's what they had said with the blue block. So I guess there's special glasses that they can give me that's really going to help. So I can't wait to get them and start using them. And I know, yes, there's going to be drops. And oh, thank you, Diana. I appreciate you guys. See, that's what comes up when you guys try and put up. This is, oh, I don't know if you guys are seeing. Nope, you guys are seeing. Okay, so the other day when I mentioned, like when I'm on StreamYard and I get super chats or stickers, or when you guys put up this stuff like the hearts and all that, this is what I see. So if I do miss one of you guys putting in a super chat, please don't hold it against me when I'm on StreamYard because I can't see it. That's why today I opened on my other monitor. I've got the YouTube chat up also. Oh, you're very welcome, Megan. So yes, because I didn't want to. I had to go back and send emails to people and thank them because I missed them in the StreamYard. Yeah. I don't know why it does that on StreamYard for me, but you guys are seeing me. I'm on StreamYard. You guys are seeing me on actual YouTube. Yeah, StreamYard should fix that. Thank you, Megan. I don't know. Have you used the StreamYard, Megan, and had the same thing happen where your super chats and super stickers and that don't show up? Thank you, Bird Brain. I appreciate that immensely. And this is also what I like about, hang on. Oh, sorry, you guys. I had to mute myself. I had a sneeze and cough coming at the same time. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with sometimes. And I see my mods saying thank you for the super chats and that, but I don't see them on StreamYard. So it's like, what's going on? Yeah, so they need to fix that. Because I believe back in the beginning, it was showing up and I could put them up on screen on StreamYard. And now I'm not able to do that. I'm not even seeing them on StreamYard, which upsets me. So what I did is on my second monitor, I opened this live in my YouTube so I don't miss anybody. I'm very adamant when it comes to stuff like that. I'm very respectful when it comes to that, and I want to thank you all. Yeah, it is. So with everything that is going on, you guys, I will check again. Like there is another entry into. Oh, you're very welcome. Hello, good morning, Irish Spirit Eyes. There is another entry in Barry Morphew's continuing record, and I did let you guys know what that was, and that was about when the probable cause affidavit may be released. We're going to find out on the 13th if the prosecution has said they don't have a problem with it being released, and the defense said they wanted some time to go over it before they make their decision on it. And I believe that they are going to object to it. So we'll have to see. There will be a hearing if the defense objects to it being released. We will then have to wait for the hearing where the judge will decide, where they'll make their arguments for or against releasing it. Oh yeah, it was horrible, Angelina. I felt it coming. So it was like, oh my God, hit the mute. Yes, I used to be able, like when somebody would give a super, you could put it up just like I just did with Southern Stole Tarot here, and what I've been doing with some of your comments. I could put it up there to give you guys some recognition and thank you. But I can't do it in StreamYard now. I don't know why. Yes, there is still one style of the shirt available for the support. You guys took a vote way back a year ago as to picking a name for my subscribers. You guys came up with Angels of Truth. So I do have one support shirt style that they allowed me to leave up for you guys. And on the front, it says Angels of Truth with my gold angel wings. And then on the back, it says Above and Beyond Ancestors Readings YouTube support team. It says that on the back of the shirt. So yes, Des ordered 8 of them. She wanted all of them. Every style that I had initially had, she got. It's just amazing the amount of support that comes from my sister, so, and from all of you. So I appreciate it. I'm trying to get a list of everybody who has ordered, and I want to do a video on it. And I'm having troubles going back more than just the campaign. I've asked them to send me a list, not of, I'm only going to be using your first names because your first and last names will be on that list. I will only use your first name, so you guys can, you know, I don't want to be doxing anybody, so I will only use first names. Yes, this is another one that we are waiting on. The Maya Milette. An arrest is coming there. I can guarantee you that. I'm going to call it now before the arrest is even made. And I don't think she's very far from her house. I've given areas where she is. I've given the area that I gave for Orrin and Orson West, which is what Angelina is talking about here. I'm still getting Cal City Park in the water behind the baseball diamond. So I'm still getting that. I did do a little update for myself. I'm still getting that area. So we got Maya Milette. I believe her husband is going to be arrested. And I do believe that Trezell and Jacqueline are going to be arrested. And I believe Trezell is the one that disposed of the bodies at that park. So I'm sticking with it, you guys. And through thick and thin, with all the discrepancies and this and that people were saying I had with Suzanne Morphew, like attacking her husband like that. How do you know? I know. My ancestors do not steer me wrong, guys. And this, with everything coming out with the Vallow Daybell case and with Suzanne Morphew case, my cards have been correct. So, yes, Diana, 2021, a year of justice. It's coming. I do believe Trezell and Jacqueline are going to be arrested. I do believe that Maya Milette's husband is going to be arrested. I want to, sorry, you guys, my allergies are through the roof, but I'm going to give a prediction. Do you want a prediction? I was going to do an updated read on Maya Milette. I do have a read that I have to do, you guys, for my next public read is going to be another one that retired Sergeant Melinda asked me to do a while back. I have promised her that as soon as I got word on my eyes that I would do that for her. So I am going to be doing that one for her. Okay. But I also want to do an updated Maya Milette. Okay, because I do believe if you guys want me to, before my read, let you know what I think, and this is my opinion only, I believe within the next 2 weeks he's going to be arrested. Maya Milette's husband is going to be arrested. Okay, Megan, thank you for stopping by, hon. Love you. You have a beautiful day too, and happy Mother's Day, Megan. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. There she is. Were your ears ringing, sister? I was just talking about you. People are asking for updated reads, and I made it clear that your read, there she is. Let me just, where is she? There she is. She's saying hello to everybody. Everybody, Melinda has been asking for updated reads on the boys and Maya Milette. And I said, I'm sorry, I am going to do those reads, but happy Mother's Day, Melinda, too. That the next public read I'm doing is your read that you asked me for, and I'm doing that today, so it will probably be uploaded this afternoon for you, Melinda. But I let everybody know that that one is first. So your read is going to be done today. The one you had asked me, emailed me about, that is going to be done today for you, my dear. Yes, do you want me to let you know which one I'm talking about, Melinda? Let me just go to it. I will refresh your memory. Where are you? Okay, Melinda, you asked me to do a read on oh my God, I don't know if I can pronounce his name. Lebohang Toby Nickel. Lebohang Toby Nickel from Toronto, Ontario. So 6 hours down the road from me. Do you remember that, Melinda? Your account was hacked? What? Okay, so Melinda, is that you that sent me that request to do the read on Toronto Police Appeal for Missing Person Lebohang Toby Nickel? You sent me that back in April. Okay, yes. And I said to you, I know it's been sitting there and I just hadn't had the time. I did 2 of them. You requested 2 of them. The other one was, let me see. Boop, boop, boop. Oh my gosh, it's not on this one. You had asked me for another one too, and I did that one, and then I promised to do that second one. I remembered it. I remembered it. Okay, Melinda, you said yes, and then no, and then yes. So, Melinda, is Toby Nickel, is that a read you wanted me to do? Yes? Well, I did the one for you, Melinda. I'd already done that one a couple weeks ago, but this one was still outstanding. So I have promised that I would do that. Southern Sass, my bank card was hacked last week. Have got to update my details for my member. Oh my gosh. Yes, you guys, I got a couple of emails too from people. I think you got to renew your membership every month. Because somebody had said, did I remove, emailed me and asked me if I removed them from memberships. And I said, absolutely not. And they said because they didn't have their membership anymore. And it is, you have to renew your membership every month. So I hope you get that sorted out, Southern Sass. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes. Melinda. I do have Justin Evans also that I did from Muskoka, which is north of Toronto, northeast of Toronto, up in that area. I did cover him. I've also been thrown tons of emails wanting another read on him. I did another one in BC. So I have done a couple from Canada, although they're not big cases like they are in the US. I don't find Canada gets the same coverage as the US cases do. I had to get new CCs because they were stolen. Oh, wow. What is going on? A hacker. Everybody's getting, like, I've got security, like, and I gotta say that when you become a creator on YouTube, they do have really high security. There's a lot of loopholes, and not loopholes, a lot of hoops I have to jump through and have several layers of security on my accounts. So you guys, it's always good to put a second layer instead of just having your email as a security thing. Put your phone number, put something else, a word or a phrase or something as a second layer of protection. I'm so sorry to hear that, Melinda. I hope everything gets sorted out. Oh, you don't have to renew. You don't have to renew every month? Oh, I thought, okay. I thought you had to renew every month. Okay. So then I don't know what's going on with Sandra. I don't know if you are in here, my dear, but if you are, you might want to look into what's going on there, because I've been just told you don't have to renew every month. I guess it's automatic. So please look into that, Sandra, if you are in the room. Just smash that like button, you guys. 46 likes, 57 people in here. Please smash that like. Okay, so yeah. Okay. So yes, everybody is saying that they didn't have to rejoin or renew every month. So yes, Sandra, please look into that if you are in the room. I guess it's automatic. Oh yes, maybe your card expired or something, but please look into that and make sure that you haven't been hacked. Okay, so you guys, so by the looks of it, the grand jury investigation is on the 17th of May. I will not be able to access that because that is all in secret. The next court date is going to be, if needed, on the 13th for Barry Morphew. And that is only, well, a decision is going to be, I shouldn't say a court date. Sorry, I take that back. On the 13th, the defense is going to let the courts know if they have any objection to the release of the probable cause affidavit. And if they do, there will be a hearing date set. So we're going to be watching for that. Also, there's another court date coming up on the 12th for Letecia. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream that or not. I will let you know as it gets closer. I think I will be able to watch it, but I don't think I can stream it. Seems there's a ban or something on streaming her stuff, and I don't know why. I don't know if I can stream it. I will have to find out. But it's in front of Judge Warner again, and that's for the appearance of this Josh Toulouse or whatever his name is. He has become her lawyer. Melinda, I don't know if you were here for that, but Letecia's decided she doesn't want to go pro se anymore. She wants a lawyer. She does not want the public defenders that she had before. She wanted a lawyer. And she has been appointed Josh Toulouse. I believe he was the one that was appointed to help her as she was pro se. He is now coming on as her defense attorney. So he's going to be put on record as her defense attorney on Wednesday. That has to go in front of a judge for him to be put on the record. So that will happen on the 12th. Tolini, I've got to spell his name right. Thank you for that. Josh Tolini, yes, he was the one that was appointed to her to help her through her pro se. So now he has been appointed, which kind of makes sense because at least he has a little bit of knowledge of the case instead of getting a totally new lawyer which would have taken in probably another 6-7 months before they would have been ready for trial. So it's still she's not gonna go, you guys. It's gonna be put off again. Her hearing that was supposed to happen May 20th. It's been vacated now to August 5th and 6th. And that may even be put off again. Who knows? It's like Tolini. So I don't know, you guys. I'm so sick and tired of between Letecia's games and the Vallow Daybell. At least with the Vallow and Daybell case, you guys, prosecution's had enough. They brought it to the grand jury. There you go. You guys want to keep putting it off. You want to keep playing your games, and you know, all these YouTubers now. Willow started calling us a circus. Now everybody else has jumped on board and said that our case is a circus. We've had enough. They've had enough. They've had enough. They sent it to the grand jury, and they added Tammy to it too. So how do you like them now, Lori? Chad? Woo, woo. Yep. I love that cat. Woo, woo. Love it. There. You want to keep putting it off? You want to keep putting it off? There you go. It's going to the grand jury, and we're adding Tammy to the investigation, as well as JJ and Tylee, and they are going on the 17th of May. It's going to the grand jury. So there you go. How do you like us now? Subpoenas are being issued as we speak. Everything is being kept in secret. So you tried to force the prosecution's hand. Well, guess what? John Pryor, Mark Means, you tried to force the prosecution's hand. This is very rare. I got to let you guys know. This is very rare. Very, 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 very rare that the prosecution would go this way and send it to the grand jury. So I expect once the grand jury is done with this, that there's going to be indictments for murder with JJ, Tylee, and Tammy, and Lori and Chad are going to have justice served to them. I also believe, you guys, now we're going to have to see what happens. This is my opinion only. I do believe that once the grand jury finishes this investigation hearing, they're going to be sitting for 4 days. That's a lot of time. That tells me something. Okay, working in law enforcement, it tells me something. What does it tell me? It tells me that they are going to group together the misdemeanor charges that Lori is facing for not producing the kids that she was supposed to be going to court for at the end of August by herself. They're going to group that along with Chad and Lori's charges that they are facing now with the concealment and tampering with the evidence and whatever, with finding the bodies of JJ and Tylee on Chad's property, and murder charges. They're going to group it all together. There you go. How do you like us now? That's exactly what I think is going to happen. That is my opinion only, you guys. That is not fact yet. But what fact is there is this has been sent to the grand jury for investigation, and it's been called into the deaths of JJ, Tylee, and Tammy. So there you go. How do you like the prosecution now, Mr. Pryor, Mr. Means? Get out your monkeys. Bring in the lions. Bring in the tigers. Good morning, Gabrielle. So, Gabrielle says, best news to wake up to. So, yes, the prosecution has had enough. You wanted to force our hands, and this is what I think Rob Wood is saying to John Pryor. And do you remember the last hearing that they had? I said to you, I said, John Pryor couldn't get out of that hearing fast enough. Something big is coming. I said it. I called it. I've been calling for months. You guys have faith in me, please. Have faith in me. Charges are coming for murder. Believe me, believe me. I got a lot of flack for that. Here we go. Joke them if they can't take if they can't take a joke. It's the second one. F them if they can't take a joke. Thank you, Cat's Eye. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Like I said, you guys, when I talk about my ancestor cards and how connected they are to me, this is why. And I know you guys have all had faith in me, okay? But there's other people, other channels that didn't, and question. My ancestors have a vested interest in me, and I have a vested interest in them. They are not going to steer me wrong. I may be off by, I think they're going to be found here, but it was actually another 100 feet down the road. This is going to happen. Okay, it didn't happen on Monday, but it did happen Tuesday. I'm very connected with those cards. I'm going to leave it at that. And there's reasons why I'm connected and why Ancestors decks are made the way they are. They are made by your elders for you based on your ancestors' dealings, not only in the physical world, but in the afterworld also. Those things are connected to you through your spirit, your soul, and the love of your family. Whether you agreed with what they did or not, you are still connected bloodlines. That's what an ancestor deck is. And that's why my ancestor deck is accurate. Sally Holden. I wonder what they have figured out that allowed them to open grand jury on Tammy. I'm going to tell you, it's that autopsy. The autopsy that has been held and sealed. Okay? That's what the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay? And also the amount of time, because Chad and Lori have been putting this off, that's given the prosecution tons of time to gather every single little bit of evidence. Usually they don't have this amount of time to gather tons of evidence. They may have some. They may have some good evidence. The more, the better. You can never have enough circumstantial evidence. Never. You can never have enough. Okay? So by Lori and Chad delaying these hearings and this trial that they're facing right now, gave the prosecution, they were sitting pretty. I've said this all along. Prosecution doesn't give a rat's ass. You're giving them more time to find more evidence. So now, with them getting Tammy's autopsy, which has been sealed, and given the time that they have been given, they have got, I mark my words, I'm saying it, mark my words, they have been given so much time to get, they've got more than enough. I'm saying that. They have got more than enough now, and I believe they had more than enough weeks ago. But yes, I believe Tammy's autopsy report was the nail in the coffin. Yes, Sally. And the thing is, thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate it because it makes me feel a lot better. she says my mom had cataract surgery, and she said she could see just like, excuse me, when she was a young girl. Yes. And I asked them, okay, when can we schedule this? And they said, you're not there yet. I have the onset of it. So I don't even have that to look forward to getting it fixed yet, because they said it's not at that stage yet where they need to do that. So it does bring me some calm knowing and hearing it from you, Sally. Thank you that your mom had the surgery and it went very well. Thank you. I needed to hear that. Janet Condon, good morning. Happy Mother's Day to you guys too. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Domestic Goddess. The more time they sit in jail separated, the more they won't care to turn on each other. It's going to be a good cat fight. I believe they are going to turn on each other. I've called that too from way back when. I still believe they are going to turn on each other. I believe it 100%. So getting back to, oh, look, a squirrel. Getting back to that, what I was saying is the last court appearance, John Pryor couldn't get out of that Zoom fast enough. Can I be excused? He said right to the judge, can I be excused? Yeah, bye-bye. He was red as a lobster. His face was red as a lobster. Melinda says he will turn first. I don't know. I think she's gonna, Melinda. So we got to bet. We got to bet, Melinda. Me and another sister from different mister. We got a bet. We got a bet. Melinda thinks it's going to be Chad. I think it's going to be Lori. I think Lori's going to try and blame it all on Chad and her brother. Cat's Eye. Question. If I pass cards to my granddaughter after passing, can she call them ancestry cards? Cat's Eye. Good question. If anybody can have an ancestor deck, people. Anybody. I want to really answer this for Cat's Eye because I've been called stingy apparently. But I'm going to tell you, I've never had a problem telling you guys how an ancestor deck is made. You get an elder, so which means your mom, your aunt, your uncles, an elder, okay, to make the cards for you. That elder can have their family members helping them make the cards. It has to be family. An elder has to make the cards for you, Cat's Eye. Those cards that are made, now, if you have somebody, and everybody does in their ancestry, has a family member that's committed some kind of horrendous crime. We all do, going way back, okay? Go way back in your ancestry. That's why it's made by your elders, okay? They search your history, okay? They go back into your elders, and the cards are made from things that they have done in their lifetimes. That's how an ancestor deck is made. Then that ancestor deck has to be gifted to you. So when that initial ancestor deck is made by your elders for you, it's gifted to you. Now, when you are done with your deck, Cat's Eye, once your deck has been gifted to you by your elders, you can re-gift that to whoever you please. It is still an ancestor deck. Now, I say you gift it to family, okay? And the reason being is that ancestor deck is based on your ancestors and their dealings from their time here in the physical world, okay? That's what makes a proper ancestor deck. I hope that explains to you. If you need more information, feel free to email me. Cat's Eye, thank you. See, I didn't see that on StreamYard. I just seen it as I look back over because I have chat frozen here too to answer Cat's Eye. Thank you for that donation. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I wish I could put it up on screen. Let me, oh, look at this. There it is. Why today can I now do it? So there we go. Thank you, Cat's Eye. I will pay for one reading for someone in family if I lose. Okay. And here's the bet, Melinda. If I lose, I do a reading for free of your choice. Either private or public, up to you. How's that? Is that a deal? Janet Corden says, will the grand jury? No, it's in secret. It's totally in secret. Soul says, thank you for the information. Sorry, you guys, I had to catch up on the chat as I was answering Cat's Eye regarding the Ancestor cards. And like I said, Cat's Eye, if you need more information regarding that, or you want a little bit more history on the Ancestor deck and how it came to be, please email me and I have no problem sharing that with you. Okay, Kim Connolly, how do you build your skills? I know I've had natural intuition, but I don't know how to cultivate it. Okay, so with me, Kim, I wasn't aware that I had the abilities that I have until I was in my teens. I was very young. I was 4 or 5 years old. My mother started taking me to a psychiatrist and everything because I was telling her that I was speaking to my grandmother. I was telling her things that I had no way of knowing. And my mother thought that I was going crazy, to find out, because my grandmother that I was telling her things about and that my grandmother was saying to me about my mother, I had never met her. She died before I was born or when I was an infant. So I had no way of, knowing these things. And my mother had said, I've never talked about those things. So how do you know? So that's when I started being brought to psychiatrists and stuff when I was very young. Like I'm telling you, like when I started school and I was telling my teachers about that I could talk to my grandma and stuff like that. So that's when I guess other people knew, but I didn't. I didn't really embrace it and understand it until I was in my teens. Okay, so how do you build your skills? You've got to first admit to having the skills that you have and embrace them. Okay, do a lot of meditation, open yourself up to it, but also do a lot of protection. Okay, everybody has a base natural intuition, like a lot of people call it women's intuition, mother's intuition. We all have a natural form of intuition, but when your intuition is brought above the norm is where it becomes the gift. Okay, so I hear things intuitively. I'm told things intuitively. I get intuitive messages from cards. I may get the one card may give me totally different, depending on who I'm reading, different reads. I'm going to get something totally different from that card, even though it's the same card that came out in a read beforehand, unless it's my ancestor deck. Ancestor deck, my ancestors tell me which part that they are referring to from what they did. That's what they show me. But with the oracle decks that I use, I'm given intuitive information. Now that is what you need to hone in on to see if you have that ability. So you can do, email me, Kim Connolly, and I will give you things that you can do, but there's steps that you need to take to strengthen your abilities, okay, beyond a natural intuition. Okay, so I have no problem helping you with that at all. I think he'll turn her in because he's the mastermind and everything. He is the mastermind. Think about what you just said, and Angelina. He is the mastermind. He He came up with the plan on getting rid of the kids. Him and Lori's brother, Alex. He is the mastermind. You're right. That's why she's going to turn on him. She's going to say that he either threatened her, manipulated her, or whatever into believing her kids were evil. You watch. She's going to turn on him. Oh, hello, Linda. I'm sorry you did not get the notification. Please make sure also in the YouTube app itself you have notifications set to on. If not, you will not get the notifications. Very welcome, Cat's Eye. I'm just catching up here with the messages now. Well, thank you, Linda. Angelina says, were you scared to talk to your grandma? I didn't know any different. I thought, to me, like, I can't tell you what I was thinking when I was 4 and 5, but I do know I wasn't scared. To me, I thought it was like normal. Like, I went to my mom, hey, grandma said, why did you do this? And my mother, like, almost fell on her ass because, like, how did I know that? Grandma told me. Like, so obviously I wasn't scared or anything by it. I just, you know, to me, I guess I'm only guessing because I was very young. I guess I thought that was perfectly normal, you know, so I guess going back almost 55 years ago, you guys, so. But I did realize there was finally, it was later on in my life, maybe very early teen years or just before my teen years, that one of the psychiatrists has said, I think she has abilities. Yeah. So, and then that's when everything came to light. And I didn't even really start working on it until, and really wanting to get more atoned and more, learn more about it and really work with my abilities until my cousin was killed in a car accident. I was in the car behind them. He was in the car in front, and they took a curve and the car smashed into a cement hydro pole and he was killed instantly. I ran to the car trying to pull him out, thinking if I could get him out. I was around 16, 17, somewhere around there, maybe 15. I remember, and I can still see it, running to the car, trying to pull him out, thinking if I could get him out, he would be okay. And it was then and there, because my cousin was everything to me. He was my protector all through. I was in the foster system from the time I was 11 on. Started being in the foster system from when I was around 4, 5, 6, because my mother couldn't handle me because of all this stuff that was going on. She did get me back for a very short time, and then I went back into the system. So it was at that point, it was like, I'm not done talking to you. I need you. I still need you. And that's when I had decided that I was going to start accepting my abilities and start working with them, because I needed my cousin. So that's some of my history, you guys. Good morning, Mama Shan Chan. Cat's Eye said, mine comes in dreams, and I'm not in the dream, but a watcher of the dream. That's interesting, Cat's Eye. Like, there's lots of things out there too on the internet that will help you tone in to your abilities. There's things that you can do. Some of them have, they can be quite lengthy. Some of the psychic, not channels, but people that deal with psychic abilities, they have things on their sites where you can test your psychic ability. There's a lot of fake ones out there. I will try and get you, email me, please. I will try and get you one of the doctor's sites where you can take an ability test. And it's paid, you have to pay for it, because he is the real deal. He is a doctor in psychology and all this stuff. And they test your abilities. So, like I said, you guys, I have no problem helping anybody that wants to actually do things the right way when it comes to the Ancestor deck. I have no problem helping you. Email only to request personal readings, yes. Or if I've asked you to email me. Okay, so if there's a lot of people that want that link, I will put it, I will find it. Okay, I got a link. Okay, link to. I'm going to have to search for it, you guys, so you're going to have to give me some time to get that. But I will put it in my comment section because it seems there's a few of you that want it. And like I said, it is paid. I think it's around $150, $140 that they charge for it. But it's the real thing. It's not, well, you can go on some of these other sites that are on Google. You can Google and they say, oh, test your abilities, test your abilities. They're not reliable. No. I will give you a reliable, and this is a professor. He teaches in the universities. He's got his PhD. He's got credentials up his wazoo, and that's why it's a paid test. Oh, really, Melinda? I didn't know that. They say in. Okay, I'm just going to put this up. I forgot that I'm on StreamYard. They say scientifically if you are RH negative, you are more intuitive than RH positive. Really? That's interesting. Don't forget, there's a lot of stuff out there that is not true when it comes to abilities and testing them. So please, you guys, go to the free sites. I'm not saying not to. Go, there's a ton of free sites out there. Go to them, but just don't take it as fact. Yeah. Like I said, there is a doctor. He's a professor. He deals with stuff like this, with abilities and stuff. Psychologist, psychiatrist. I don't know what. He's got a whole bunch of credentials up his wazoo. Anyway, he does testing. It's just trying to find that site for him. And I believe he's in the UK. Yeah, like I said, Melinda, there are a lot of different sites out there. Just take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Just take it. It's more for entertainment. Posted, I believe Des shared it, Willow. Shared what? Well, yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. I believe Des shared it, Willow. Shared what? Shared what? Shared what? No, I know, Melinda. I get you. I just wanted to, I know you didn't share that as fact, my dear. I just wanted to let them know, like, just take it with a grain of salt. Like, if it gives you that little boost to actually go and get the real deal test done, absolutely. I'm not saying don't do it. Just like Melinda said, take it with a grain of salt. Go ahead and go do them. But if you want factual, that taking these other tests that are out there may push you, saying you may have abilities. Then, that may be the push that you need to go and get the actual testing done. Yeah, and there's a lot of that too. It's like, that's why sometimes, especially in the middle of a read, oh, okay, Des, thanks. I know certain things, and I don't want to say it incorrectly, because what I'm shown when I'm using the Ancestor deck, or when my ancestors are assisting me, they show me something they have done, and they show me how it connects to who, and I've got to feel what they are trying to tell me and apply that to the read that I am doing on whoever I'm doing it on. So it's, yes, knowing this is true, my ancestors are saying it's true. How is it applying? Sometimes I need to get more clarification on it. And then they show me something else, which, okay, that's what you meant by that. Okay. So it's very, and once you've built your intuitive, I call it my intuitive bank, things come to you a lot faster. The more accepting you are of it, and the more you understand how the intuitive gift works, for what you want to apply it to. Like I said, we all have intuition. I've said it before, but it's excelling those. It's going beyond. It's building on them. It's amplifying that, so you can learn to get what you're getting intuitively from your cards, from your ancestors. It's building that bank, and it's also learning. See, this is where it gets hard, is explaining it. It's like, you just know, oh, that's what you're meaning, and this is why. You just know, it's given to you, and you get that feel, that's right. And I don't know how to explain it, but once you start progressing and building your intuitive bank and accepting your intuitive abilities and building on them, you'll understand exactly what I mean. And then I'm going to ask you how to explain it, and you're not going to be able to. This is the best way that I can explain it. Like, as I'm reading, I'm being shown things, and I don't even know why I'm being shown things until that card comes out, and it's like, oh, that's what you meant. So it's for people that don't have the gift, please, I'm not trying to be stingy. I'm not trying to withhold things. I'm not trying to be that person that doesn't want to help you build your own intuitive things. It's very hard to explain. Right. Thank you, Melinda. Melinda says, I agree about everyone having intuition, but many don't tap into it. Listening, feeling, believing, yes, and accepting. Accepting is the big one. So and I'm going to say this, like, I'll say, oh God, my daughter's coming over today, and I know she's going to want a drink. That's intuition. Okay. But when you bring that a step further, it's like, okay, she's not scheduled to come today, but I feel she's coming today. She's going to either already be drinking, or she's going to want to drink her face off because something's wrong. That's the step further. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. So when I'm reading a card and I'm seeing a card, say, danger card comes out, and it's showing me a path going into trees. It is showing me a swing hanging from the tree. Well, I'm right now even talking about it. One of my ancestors, my great aunt, is giving to me, don't do it. It's dangerous, because they had a lot of property way back in the day. And they had, you know how your parents used to tie a rope and tie it to a piece of wood, drill holes through it, and tie the rope through the piece of wood and make a swing? She was swinging and going really high on it. She fell off and smashed the back of her head off a rock, and she went into a coma. So when I'm being shown the danger card, with going into the forest with, say, a swing or a tire swing or something hanging there. That's what I'm getting intuitively from my ancestor. That's the best way that I can explain it. Oh, thank you, you guys. I appreciate it. So yeah, so I'm trying to explain it, and I'm having a hard time. Yes, I agree, Melinda. Like I'm pretty close to 60 now, and I've had these abilities since I'm 4 or 5 that I can say I know of, because later down the line, as I started getting older, it's like, why are you taking me to these people, you know? So was I born with it? I don't know. I can't say I was, but I know at 4 and 5 years old, I had abilities. There you go, Mama Shan Chan. So Janet, I've had the gift since I was about 15 years old. My mother used to call me a witch because my predictions I've made that came to be. I'm 66 years old and still have it, but I stay away from it. To each their own, Janet. I mean, I'm sure you have your reasons, but yeah, you're given gifts, and just because you're given the gifts, it doesn't mean that you have to pursue them if you do not want to. If you do not want to, you need to learn how to shut them down and shut them off and keep them from invading your space. So there are ways of doing that also. Sorry, you guys, I need a drink of coffee. Thank you, Melinda. Melinda says I explained it great. I still feel like I haven't explained it because I don't know. But if it gives you guys a little bit more understanding, I'm grateful. Oh, the Daring T says the rope swing. Yeah, a rope swing. Linda says, is intuition a psychic ability? Intuition alone is not a psychic ability. Intuitive intuition is a psychic ability. It's what is built on that. Everybody has intuition. Okay, some call it, what do they call it? Deja vu, stuff like that. Intuition is very different than intuitive. It goes hand. Say this is how I have a hard time explaining. Intuition and being intuitive are somewhat the same, but not. Intuitive is the ability that you gain from intuition. The intuition is excelled and brought to a higher level to become intuitive. So, and it's building on that and accepting it and learning what you are getting intuitive. Is that just something I'm thinking in my own mind, or is this something intuitive I'm getting given to me by whomever? There's a big difference. I just did try and explain it, Vicky, the best I could. Intuition, everybody has intuition. It's what you do with it and how you build it. And the intuition comes in different levels. Being intuitive goes hand in hand with intuition, but you've got to learn to work together with that. You've got to separate your own intuition, like, oh, I think that glass is going to break, or I don't want to run towards the back door because I might go through that glass. That's your intuition. You get an intuition. Because the floor is wet, I'm going to slip and fall. You know what I mean? That's intuition. Getting something intuitively is, as you're running towards that door, it's in your head. You get it come to you. Stop. You're going to go through that glass door. You know what I mean? There's a difference between your own intuition and being given something intuitively. Does that explain it a little bit more? Like I said, unless you have the ability, you're not going to totally understand it, but I'm trying to explain it the best I can. It's very hard to explain. Yeah. And that's like, even like with, I use my daughter hypothetically, it's like intuitive. Oh God, she's going to come, she's going to want to drink, blah, blah, blah. But then I'm given something intuitively saying, no, she's going to show up. She's already been drinking. She's drunk and she's drinking and there's big problems. So intuitive, my intuition's telling me, oh yeah, she's going to show up today. But intuitively, I'm being given more from ancestors, from that realm. No, she's already drunk. She is coming. She's already drunk. There's more problems than what you know. You're going to be told. That's what I get intuitively. So I'm trying to explain hypothetically. I use that. But you know what? It's going to happen because I was just given that is going to happen. And my daughter, you can ask Des, is going through a lot of problems right now. Or when sister calls crying. Yep. Yeah. Or you're crying. I get that intuitively. There's something wrong. And I call. There's Des right there telling you right here. I've gotten intuitively there's something wrong. And I have called Darren D, Dauntless Steward Tours, my sister, and said, okay, what's up? Nothing. I'm not going to say the whole conversation, does. Nothing. Don't lie to me. What's up? I know there's something up. Okay. And then she went on to tell me what happened. Okay. So not really, Janet, because I can't, unless they show me something, I don't see it. I hear it. They're telling me. They're telling me. And I'm an empath too, so I feel things. So it's like there's times I just have to shut down. So you guys know now why I say when I get physically drained, I feel things, I'm being told things, I'm seeing the cards, I'm getting what I'm getting. It's a lot of things going on with me. And some of them I do. Some of it I have to shut down, especially the empath part, because I feel what happened. There's been several reads where I've said, oh my God, I just got a headache on the right hand side of my head, right above my ear, going down behind my ear. I'm feeling, that's being an empath. I'm feeling what happened. When I'm reading and I say, there's been violence, he's been hit or something, shot, stabbed, and then I get a pain to the side of my head, I know what happened to the side of that person's head, whoever I'm reading. So yes, Des. Yeah, like there's different forms of intuition, like a mother's intuition. She knows. And this also is with twins, triplets, stuff like that. It's almost like they're connected. Mind, body, soul. Yeah, mother's intuition, cats. But like I said, when you bring that intuition to a whole new level where you can ask your ancestors or guardian angels or whoever you want for guidance, for them to help you, it's when you start hearing those messages coming through. Sometimes I'll close my eyes. When I'm hearing something they're saying, I'm closing my eyes to see if they're going to show me something. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So it's when you bring that intuition and you learn how to work, if you have the ability to bring it to the next level. That's where a lot of people can't get, is to bringing your intuition that everybody has to the next level. So I hope I've explained that, you guys. We really got off topic here, didn't we? So I hope you guys all have seen the breaking news. Yes, Linda. So that's why I say, like, I also do, well, not right now because now we're under a state of emergency again, but I also had people coming into my home to do reads. Now I am doing them over FaceTime or whatever, or over lives, private lives on YouTube or StreamYard. That's why I could do that live read regarding what Suzanne was thinking about Barry's arrest 2 days ago. I did that live right on after bringing out the information. Where was I going with this? Yeah, I get exhausted. So that's why when I do a read, a public read, and then people are going, okay, now we want this, now we want that, now we want this, now we want that. You guys don't understand how much energy this takes out of me, and it breaks. I had to slow down, you guys. You guys have probably noticed I did slow down. I had to, because when my system starts breaking down and gets exhausted like that, it allows me to get sick. And that's why I think I've been getting a lot of the colds that I usually don't get. A lot of things that have been happening physically with me is because I've been breaking myself down too much. I've been doing this and trying to keep up to the point of exhaustion. So yes, as you guys have seen, I have stepped back a lot with doing the reads, the public reads. I'm going to try and do maybe 1, maybe 2 a week. I've got to really, this was never something I wanted to do, you guys. Like, I mean, I do now. I wouldn't change it for the world. This all started on YouTube. I've been doing reads since I'm in my early 20s. I've had my Ancestor deck since way back then. Mind you, it's had to be remade because it's gotten old and ratted and tattered. But I forget where I was going with this now. Squirrel. Yep. I just got onto something else, and yeah, I was going like way out, like trying to get any and all reads, everyone that you requested. I tried to do and do and do and do, and then I had my people coming in, and you know, and I've got life too to live, my everyday life. So my dishes weren't being done, my laundry was piling up, and I had to say I need to slow down. When I started noticing I was getting sick a lot, I had to slow down. Look, squirrel. So yes, so I will be doing maybe 1 or 2 a week. I have also slowed down in the private reads. I will take, still put your, if you want a private read, still please email me. Just know that I'm only going to be doing maybe 3 or 4 of those a week. Okay. I asked us, I went balls to the walls, you guys, trying to get all these reads caught up. I know some of you had to wait a long time for your reads, so I'm glad that you were patient. You did end up, you know, I think I'm almost caught up. I think I've got about maybe 20 sitting there waiting, and I will do them, you guys, okay? Just give me a little bit of time. And with the health issues and everything with this eye thing, I want to get these glasses, and then I can do a little bit more. I can do a little bit more each time that this gets better. And then still do the Sundays and bring updated breaking news like this to you. So it's a lot for one person, but I try. I try. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate that. Okay, so Linda. So Des, you are not going to be available, you said, tomorrow? Hello, Tina. Melinda, are you going to be on tomorrow? Yes, we both got to do our... You said you wouldn't be able to be on tomorrow, Des. Yeah. And Melinda. Thank you, Melinda. You have a beautiful heart and soul. You wanted to go strong and fast with reads and help and recover the missing. Yes. And it was like, especially the kids. Yes, and it did. It made me sick. I was doing way too much. And especially when it comes to kids, like you guys seen one of my reads where I broke down in tears. And I did. I tried very hard to hold back those tears in that read, and I just couldn't. Okay. Well, I can add another mod if you can't be here tomorrow, Des. I can add Melinda for now for a mod. She can come in and help. She's always here, and I trust her. So I'll add Melinda. Over here. There. I added Melinda as mod. So if you're not here tomorrow, Melinda could help out if she chooses. If you don't want to, Melinda, that's fine. Ding. Oh, you sent me a voice one. I can't play that. I'm on a live. I'll play it after because I don't want it coming across on my live. I don't know what it is. Yes, so there, Melinda. We got Melinda. Oh, listen to voice note, and it's okay to play it out loud. Okay.
If you can go live tomorrow and you're going to have people that are going to show up, you let me know. And no matter what I'm doing, I'll be there as usual. You know the drill. I may just be a lot less inactive than normal, which won't be typing as much, but I'll be there for sure.
All right. She's going to be here for sure. It's usually generally around 1, Melinda. So there. So I know Des has a bunch of stuff that may be happening tomorrow, so it's good to have another mod in case something goes wrong, goes south. Thank you, Ancestor. Okay, thanks, Melinda. Des usually has it pretty good, set pretty good. So I don't mind adding other mods in case, you know, she runs behind or doesn't catch something. She usually has everything. I've never thought I had to add another mod, but I will give that to you anyway, Melinda. I don't know if you've seen, she usually has things down pat. Like she's on top of things generally before I even see it. So it's always good to have. Yeah, that I will say. She's on top of everything. And like I said, this isn't, I've said with Des for a long time, this isn't just my channel. I have told her from the beginning, this is as much her channel as it is mine. She's been with me since day one, and 1 o'clock Eastern, Melinda. She's been with me since day one, so this is her channel too. So Melinda Des is going to drop a number to you so you can text her, so you can get, she's going to give you some links just in case. But like I said, Des usually has a pretty good grip on all this by herself. But if she by chance can't be there, it's good to have another mod there. I know Missy sometimes is here. I haven't seen Missy lately. I know she's working very hard and she has some problems with a stalker. So I'm going to add you to Melinda, if you don't mind. Yes, she is. Des is even in chat when she is driving. Okay, Melinda, there is a number coming up for you. Let Des know when you've got that, and then I want Des to get rid of that. Okay, take care, Melinda. Love you all too. We're going to be heading out after this too, because I think we've covered all the bases. Got way off topic for the last almost hour, but I'm glad to have been able to answer a lot of your guys' questions regarding not only the Ancestor cards and how they are made and how you can go about making yours. Please don't make them yourself. That's not the way they work. I don't want anything negative coming your way. And not doing them and respecting them the way they should be done does let negative energies in. So I get yelled at when I'm modding while driving, but I'm always there. Yes, I am concerned for your safety. That's why, sis. I think she dropped out, Des. Okay, so with that, we are going to wrap up. Again, Des, thank you so much. My right hand. Yes, you are a safe driver. That is for sure. She puts me on her dash sometimes so I can drive with her, and I watch where she's going down the road, and I see the scenery, and it's great. So yes, we both got to get our passports renewed so we can see and do stuff together. You guys are going to see us doing stuff together. Even though she's in New Jersey and I'm in Canada, that ain't going to stop us. We're only 6 hours apart from each other. So I loved the drive home the other day. I got to see my niece's school. I got to see all the scenery. I got to see now. Okay, here's a secret for all you guys listening. What Des doesn't know, I'm going to out myself. I may, when the borders are open, now that I know the drive to get to her house, I may not even tell her I'm coming. I may just show up. I'm going to get us a cabin. I'm going to rent us like a little cabin or something so we can have some private sister time and maybe just show up. Yeah, I know you would have. You would have been here tonight if you had your passport. So yeah, now that she just opened it up for me to be able to know exactly, I know exactly where her house is, but there's all kinds of different ways to get there. I seen the way she got there now, so now I know which way to get there. Yeah, wouldn't that be a surprise? Aw, and you're always welcome here, you know that. But that may just happen, Des. I may just show up unannounced. Hey, pack an overnight bag, sis. You're coming to the little cottage with me. Okay, so with that, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up. If you haven't seen the breaking news, it's big. Please go back to the beginning and check it out. Mama Shan Shan says, me and some of my sisters are meeting up with our pups and on a friend retreat. Cool. I know, you know exactly where I live too. So yeah, you just got to put that address in the GPS and away we go. Oh gosh. Oh, thank you, Angelina. I love you too. You're very welcome, Kim. Much love to all of you guys. Thank you for coming out. So we will do the live tomorrow at 1. Maybe briefly recap what's gone on for those who haven't made it in today. And then we will get into the subscriber mini reads. I know a lot of yous that are there every week have moms, aunts that have crossed over that maybe you would want to hear from on Mom's Day. I didn't want to do it if you guys thought it would be too much, that it would take away from any Mother's Day celebrations that you guys would have, but you guys seem to want it, so I will go ahead and do that tomorrow. So I will see you all tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. Maybe I will put that link up today. I'm also going to try and get that other read done today. Got a lot to do today. I've also got a shed, a metal shed with, no word of a lie, 1,010 screws that has got to be put together. I'm planning on doing that Monday, Tuesday. It's the first 2 days in a row that we do not have rain. Better rain than snow, I guess, but we did get snow too last week, about 2 inches of snow, and they're now saying that we may have snow again the end of next week, May. So I love yous all. I appreciate each and every one of you coming in, sharing, giving me some feedback, posting your comments. Thank you very much. Thank you for the ones who have asked for some advice on the Ancestor deck and asked, you know, about me and how this all came to be with me being here. And that's what it was. It was somebody that asked me to put one video on YouTube, and it just took off from there. And that was just over a year ago. So see you all tomorrow if you can make it. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Yes, snow again. Coming sometime next week, late next week. So I want to get that shed done Monday, Tuesday. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon. Bakey, bacon. I always say bacon. I'm sorry. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. I will put you up. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. I just love that. Yes. Sorry, Mama Shan. She says, well, Canada shares their weather here, so please keep the snow. I don't want it either. It's really, both Des and I have fibromyalgia, and it really knocks that into overdrive. So being with that, already being in overdrive, and the allergies, and then what's going on with my eye, the headaches and stuff from the sinuses aren't helping the eye. So that's what's made it a little bit worse. So once that goes away a bit, then the eye should be back to good again. And once I get them glasses. So yes, so everybody that's coming in, please rewind. You will get the breaking news. It's big. And I will see you all tomorrow at 1. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for your comments and your questions. Thank you, Des. Love you, sister. I'll see you all tomorrow. Drive safe tomorrow, sister. I will speak to you FaceTime in a bit. Love you all. Please take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.